Hey guys, once again South Rider, and in today's video, share ko lang sa inyo yung na-discover ko na way how you could lower your CRF150L in terms of height or riding height. So if you check online, if you search on Lazada or Shopee or Amazon, you'll see that there's a lot of ways to lower it. Sometimes ang daming pwedeng gawin. You could bring it to a specialist or a suspension specialist to really lower the seat. But normally it would cost you a lot. It's very expensive. As you can see in the picture, I don't have issues talaga when it comes to seat height because di ko naman sa pinagyayabang. I'm about 5'9". But recently I've been into more of technical riding, different locations, different scenarios. Usually sa trail, ang daming unexpected na mga situations for those of you na nakapag-trail. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, guys. So, like I said, if you're out there, if you feel na that 1.5 to 2 inches could really help you when it comes to riding, if it's gonna help you feel safer, then I suggest to check this video out because as you can see in the picture, if you keep on falling, then you get very tired standing, putting your back to standing position, so it takes a lot of effort. So ito yung free, not free, but one of the best ways to really lower the bike is to use a linkage. Okay, it's not very expensive. It would cost you around 2,500 sa Philippines. But of course, as you can see in the picture, yung goal natin, in fact, the reason we decided to get the CRF is because of the ground clearance, which is the height or the distance between the ground and your skid plate. So if you use that linkage, chances it maglo-lower yung ground clearance mo, and you can no longer enjoy doing the things that you really like to do with the CRF. Especially yung mga if you like to jump on tires, yung mga 10-wheeler tires. So pag lower yung ground clearance, chances that you can no longer do things like this. Magiging parang underbone na yung performance niya. I like underbone, by the way. Just want to make things clear in that, okay? So the first step that you need to do is to check your rear suspension. As you can see here, usually pag galing nung kasi yung bike, naka-max out na yung rear suspension on the highest side. In other words, hindi mo na siya kayang i-lower actually yung bike. So, ano yung mga options that you can do for free? So the first option that you can do is to check your front forks. If you noticed on that yellow arrow there, na-move ko yung suspension going up by about half an inch, which means that na-lower ko na yung bike half an inch just on the forks, just by pulling it upwards using those bolts on the clamps, the red one. Just loosen it up and turn your hilahin mo lang siya pataas yung forks, and it gives you that 0.5 lowering height. So second step, if you really want to go lower, tanggalin mo yung seat, take it off, use a knife to pry it open, and use pliers to pull it out, like the staples, yung mga stapler. And once it's already exposed, as you can see, gumamit lang ako ng alambre or anything that's sharp, like a pin, so you'd know, measure yung distance between the foam and yung plastic na base niya. So once that's out, put a line. I used a pencil pen. After that, you could use a knife or a serrated knife yung for the bread. That works very, very well. And after that, you could sand it using an electric sander. But what I do notice is if you really want to get like control on how much you're taking out from the foam, if you want to scrape it like yung not very aggressive way, if you want to get more control in the process, I suggest that you do it manually, just like what we're doing. So after that, this is how your foam should look like. it's more even. Make sure that medyo may angle yung sides, so it makes it comfortable while sitting. After that, I use a tacker or a heavy duty stapler just to staple it back on. So ito yung itsura na guys after siya na lowered. It doesn't look very obvious. Not much difference. Hindi talaga obvious. It's rarely that people would notice they even lowered it. Okay, so once it's done, try it out. Go into the trail, have fun with your friends. For me, again, at 5'9", having that 1.5 to 2 inches of foam taken out, napakalaking difference ni guys. It adds to my confidence, especially when I'm driving on the technical side. I can feel na mas stable yung, of course, yung footing ko when I like put my when I put my feet on the ground. It makes me feel that, you know, at any point, if I'm tipping to the other side, I can go ahead and, you know, maneuver the bike properly. So try it out, guys. Again, have fun. Always remember to put safety first. Wear your gears when you're driving. Also, I'll be doing an update like after a few weeks in terms of its overall ride difference. If handling has been affected, or it's more difficult, or it's more stressful to ride for longer time because of the thinner foam or a thinner comfort level, I'd say. So please like and subscribe to get updates. Thanks, guys.